And the last video for the alphabet, the last 13 letters, we'll do that. And today we're going to learn the following letters in Russian. U, F, H, C, Ch, Sh, Sh. Here is attention. There is no name, no specific pronunciation. The name of this letter is just Tвердый знак. It's like hard sign. Tвердый знак. Then Ü. The next letter. No name, no pronunciation. That is like soft sign, or in Russian, мягкий знак. U, Ya. And now we are going step by step. Russian U is equivalent to the pronunciation of English word to. This is Russian U. F, I would say the same as in English from the word fashion. F. Russian letter H is exactly like the word hot. S. That is a combination of T and S in English. I thought the good example could be boots. Yeah, this is S. Boots. Next letter, now becoming more and more complicated. Ch. Exactly as the combination of C and H in the word chair. This is the letter Ch. The next one is Sh. That's a combination of S and H, which is show. As a good example, show. The next one is Sh. Sh, I would say the combination of in this case, sh and ch, or like also these English letters that represent English combination of the letters which represent Russian letters. So you can see that sh, it's basically sh and ch together. And the best example to help you to understand the difference between sh and sh is the word Scottish cheese. When you pronounce this very fast, Scottish cheese, it's like sh. Yeah, I hope you can really follow this and you can feel this difference. Yeah, this is ch, this is sh, and this is like sh, but very soft. It's like sh. You'll manage it, I believe in you. To continue, твердый знак, I will explain it to you later, most probably in the next video. These two letters, твердый знак, hard sign, and мягкий знак, soft sign. Why these letters existing in our alphabet and what they are used for. Yeah, right now, unfortunately, there is no alternative in English language, and there is no even alternative with the help of which, on the example of the English word, I could explain you. Yeah, because simply there is no such phrases, such combination of the letters. No worries, we will continue, I'll explain you in details. The letter Ü, unfortunately, I just found out the combination of the letters, yeah, which might a little bit help you. There is also no such words in English that might explain this. Just up to now, I would recommend you to do the exercise like Ü, yeah. It's like not E, it's E but deeper. It's like try to say E while smiling, like E. Then you will get Russian letter E. The next is E. That is exactly like an English word, ek. This is E. And this is U, like in the word you in English. Simply you. And the last letter is Ya. like in the word yacht. And the funny thing is that also ya, this letter ya, in Russian means I. Yeah. And when I, for instance, want to say you, I'm Valeria, I would say ya, Valeria. Simple, right? Okay. Short summary. U, like in to. F, like in fashion. H, like hot. S, like boots. Ch, like chair. Sh, like show. Sh, yeah, it is sh, but very soft. Sh, like Scottish cheese. Твердый знак. Ü, мягкий знак. Like egg. U, like you. Ya, like yacht. Once again, all together. U, F, H, C, Ch, Sh, Sh. Твердый знак. Ü, like I, but smiling. Ü. Мягкий знак. U, ya, which is also I. That was it regarding the alphabet. In the next videos, I will explain you the difference between твердый знак and мягкий знак, and then would offer you to do one exercise, which again will help you, to also I would say this way, to adjust your mind to Russian alphabet, to Russian letters. And don't hesitate, it might take a few time. I would just advise you to spend as much time as you feel it is needed to learn Russian alphabet, because as you know, this is the basics, yeah? Only when you feel ready, then we will continue. Okay? Enjoy and see you later. Bye bye! And in this video, as promised, I'm going to explain you the difference between hard sign and soft sign, which is твердый знак и мягкий знак in Russian. So we are going to start with твердый знак, hard sign. This is usually, it is not pronounced at all as a letter or inside the word, but what it is doing, it actually makes the consonants sound hard. Those consonants which are staying exactly before hard sign, твердый знак. And usually it stays also before the following vocals. Ye, yo, you, ya. Or as you remember, ye, yo, yeah, you, and ya. And here is an example. For instance, Russian wrote подъем. No worries, all these translations you will see also in PDF file, which is again below current video. Yeah, so there is all the necessary information how you can pronounce it correct and the translation, of course. But up to now, подъем. We see here is our твердый знак, hard sign. And we see that it stays exactly as we have been discussing in front one of the following vocals, and in our case, yo. Yeah, this is our yo. And before this letter is Russian consonant, which is de. That means that this de should be pronounced hard, so it's подъем. Yeah, подъем. If it wouldn't be here, this sign, then, like, let's assume this is not here, this sign, then we will read it all together, пойдем, пойдем, yeah, because then we have a combination of de and yo, and all together it's like do, do. Yeah, it automatically becomes very soft and we need it hard. Thereby we use hard sign, твердый знак. The next word, объятие. The same thing. We see here is our твердый знак. It stays in front one of the vocals we have been discussing, which is ya. And this automatically means that this letter, which is b, right? It should be very hard. Yeah, thereby we are saying объятие. Otherwise, if we assume that твердый знак is not here, then we would say we would have b and ya, yeah, without the sign. And then it would be объятие. And which is not correct, yeah, which is like no one use it and then it's completely different meaning of the word. Thereby, once again, we're using твердый знак. And the last example for this letter, subject. Again, твердый знак stays before or in front one of the vocals, which is yeah. And our letter b, which should be hard. Thereby we have subject. Otherwise, if we assume that this letter wouldn't be here, we would have letter b and yeah together. And then it will be like b, subject. No one says this, and it also sounds very strange. So I hope you understand. That is the reason why we are using hard sign, yeah, твердый знак. Actually, regarding the words, you just have to remember, yeah, there is no specific rules that every time, whenever you see the combination of the letters, certain letters, then in the middle of the word you have to exactly use this твердый знак. No, you just have to remember this. You will manage it. The next one, stop sign, which is мягкий знак. It's also not pronounced, not as a letter, not in the middle of the word. And what it makes all the consonants that they are staying in front or before the sign sound like very, very soft. It also stays before the following vocals, exactly the same. Ye, yo, you, ya. But the difference, as I said, all the consonants that they're staying before, they should sound very soft. Example, the name, Russian women name Daria. We see here is our мягкий знак, soft sign, which stays exactly in front of one of the vocals, ya. And Russian consonant, r, which normally sounds like r, in this case should sound very soft. Yeah, this is a sign I'm used to show you that it sounds very soft. Thereby we don't have Darya, we have Daria, Daria. Otherwise, if we wouldn't have also this sign here, then we would have Daria. But Daria, also it's not the name and it sounds very strange. Thereby we use a soft sign like to make some kind of, small pause between these two letters. Thereby we have Daria, Daria. Not Daria, not Darya, Daria. The same with друзья. We see here soft sign, again letter, ya. We have also consonant z, which normally should sound like z, but we make it very soft. And we have друзья. Yeah? Otherwise, if this wouldn't be here, we would have друзья, друзья. Only small kids saying this, друзья. But we need, we're adults, yeah, we need to speak correct, so thereby we have soft sign to make kind of small pause, yeah, between these letters, and we say друзья. And another example, when soft sign is on the end of the word, sorry. Then only this consonant which is staying in front should be pronounced soft. So in this case we have V, which is V, yeah? If this sign wouldn't be here, we would say любовь, любовь. In Russian it sounds also very, very strange. By the way, it means love. But with this soft sign, we have любовь, любовь, yeah, and it sounds so soft and so nice. Любовь, love. The next one, 10, that means 10. Again, we have мягкий знак, and we have consonant, which is normally T. If we wouldn't have it here, we would say 10, 10. Sorry, only foreign guys saying 10. But as far as we have soft sign, then we use it very, very soft, and then we don't have T, we have T. Thereby altogether is 10, 10. Yeah. That was it for this video, for this lecture. Once again, take a few minutes, again have a look on all the support material, maybe make some exercise, and then we'll see us in next video. Have fun! Bye bye! Hi! Hereby I would like to offer you to make small exercise, which again will help you to get used to these strange and absolutely different Russian letters. Sounds interesting? I think we should give it a try. So, hereby I have written for you the words, which are actually Russian, but with Latin, or let's put it this way, English letters. What we should do now, we will do it together, no worries. We have to transform these English letters into Russian, in Cyrillic. And Russian word, which is right now written with Latin letters, write it in Russian with Russian Cyrillic letters. Yeah? Let's gonna start. So, V, as you remember, represents Russian V. So, the first letter we already have. It's not B, it's Russian V. These two letters represent Russian Yeah, exactly. This letter represents Russian S. Do you remember it was like an example? C, S. N, like in November. Written like N, like big H in English. And which is for you A, for me A, like in Atlas. Then all together we have the word which is written Весна. Весна, which means in English spring. Let's continue. The next one. Kot. K in Russian means exactly the same. Ka. O. Do you remember this example like more or the word or? Yeah, in Russian it's just simply O. And this was an example for the name Tony. So it's T. Then all together we have the word which is written in Russian Kot, which means in English, by the way, cat. Kot. Next one, Tort. We remember the word Tony, yeah, this is simple Russian letter T. We have reader, again O, which is like more, yeah, simply O. We have letter R, which is in Russian written like English P, yeah, but it is Russian R. And we have again the letter T. So altogether this word is written as tort, which in English means cake. Cake. So we have cake. And now we're going to continue with the last word for this video, улица. So you remember that this letter represents in Russian U. True. This is typical Russian L, Russian E, which is represented by I. We remember that these two letters represent Russian C, C, and this is Russian A. So when we write all these letters step by step, we have U, we have L, we have E, T, S, which is together C, and we have A, which is all together улица, yeah, улица, which actually means in English street. Улица, street. That was it. Again, below to this video, you will find two PDF files. One of them is the same exercise, but with a few other words. Please take a few minutes and do this exercise. Seriously, I would really recommend it to you. And the next PDF file, which has all the answers. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Feel free to write me a message, to ask a question. I would be only happy to help you. So I really hope you will have fun, and we'll see us in next section. Bye bye! Hi! Congratulations! We have already learned the alphabet. And now there is the next step. Here, in this section, we are already going to start to learn a few useful phrases and words that will help you to introduce yourself. And in this video, we are going to start with the topic hello. Before we continue, I would like to explain you one important thing. In Russian, we have two forms of salutation, ты and вы. Ты is usually used when you are talking with the friends, with the people you already know for a long time and with whom you have already agreed to use in official form, ты. Or also it's used between the people more or less the same age. Вы, and preferably with the big letter V from the very beginning, is used in cases when you have never ever met this person before and he is working in post services, in shop or in some government institutions, yeah, whatever it is. It also should be used in case you're communicating with the people who obviously you see much older than you are. It kind of means that you show the respect to these people. And also we used as a polite form in business environment. Yeah, even if you know the person already for a long time, but it's your boss or the colleague which is a little bit like on the higher position than you are, and you have more official communication, then it's every time we. And the thing is that for both of these options, the way of communication then is a little bit different. And now we're going to explain you how and why. Typical salutation, or typical the way to say hello in Russian for the form, in official form, is to say Привет. 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 And some people, like more or less, yeah, I would also say young generation, we just use the same word 2 times. And then it's something like Привет, привет. It's also a little bit, sometimes can be a little bit like playful or even flirting. Привет, привет. Yeah. Let's say a little bit more official or also old-fashioned, the way you say здравствуй. it is written здравствуй. Здравствуй. Actually, if you would translate the meaning of this word from Old Russian, it means I wish you to stay healthy. Здравствуй. But it's, as I said, more or less old-fashioned. For the we form, there is only one way. The same word здравствуй, but with ending at the end. And it looks like здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. You can see the same word, just те Amanda. Regarding привет, 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 usually it's kind of impolite to use it for the person who, let's say, is much older than you are. Yeah, if he is older, or if it's your business partner or your boss, then only this form is appropriate one. And there is also 3 ways of saying hello in Russian, which used for both. You can say Доброе утро, which means exactly good morning. Доброе утро. Добрый день. Добрый день, which is used for good day. Добрый день. We use it pretty often when you're, for instance, in the afternoon or around about 2, 3, even p.m. coming to some, let's say, post office, yeah, and you want to ask someone to help you. Then usually you can say здравствуйте, or you can say very typical добрый день. This is basically the same. Or you can use добрый вечер. Good evening. Добрый вечер. Once again. Доброе утро. Good morning. Добрый день. Good day. Добрый вечер. Good evening. And once again in Russian, only, without translation. What we use for the unofficial form ты. Привет. Привет, привет. Здравствуй. For the form вы. Здравствуйте. And for both. Доброе утро. Добрый день. Добрый вечер. I would say that's it for this video. Once again, support material is below this video. There you can find all the necessary and explanation information for this video. Take a few minutes, try to learn it, and we see us in next video, where I would be happy to explain you how you can say goodbye in Russian. Tschüss! Привет! Hereby, we are going to learn how to say goodbye in Russian. Again, we have 2 forms, ты, which is an official, and we, very official. So, the first form, ты, we usually use the simple word пока. Пока. We Russians like to duplicate. Thereby, you can also pretty often hear пока-пока. It's also kind of playing, or when someone just has a very good mood, or even flirting. Пока-пока. Also very unofficial, I would say, even kind of slang. Ciao, cacao. Ciao, cacao. Ciao is basically coming, I would say, from Italian ciao, and cacao, you obviously know. For the form we usually use in most cases just one expression, до свидания. It's written до свидания. До свидания. It basically means see you next time when we have a next meeting or even date. Yeah? До свидания. More or less typical, which also useful for both, the expression до скорого. До скорого. It's the same, it's also see you later, yeah. До скорого. You can also say до встречи. До встречи. It means kind of see you like also next time, or see you like in the next meeting. Another option to say счастливо. Счастливо. It means I wish you happiness. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I would say it's more used for the form ты than for the form вы, but it depends on, yeah, seriously, it also depends on, you can say exactly to your boss, счастливо, yeah, like I wish you happy life, I wish you happiness. Yeah. Just once again to summarize. For the form, in official form ты, we use пока, пока-пока, чао какао. For the very official form, for the people in most cases who are much older than you are, we use до свидания. For both до скорого, до встречи, счастливо. I would say, just note that до свидания, до скорого and до встречи basically means the same, like see you next time or see you later. Once again, there is a support material below. Feel free to explore it, to learn. If you have any questions, no worries, you can contact me anytime. I will be happy to help you. See you later. Пока-пока. Привет-привет. Now, finally, we are going to learn how you can ask about the name of another person and how you can introduce yourself. Again, we have the same two forms, ты and вы. There are three options to ask what is your name for in official form. And the first one, как тебя зовут? I will write it down. Как тебя зовут? Как тебя зовут? Another option, I would say also a little bit old-fashioned. Как твое имя? Как твое имя? Как твое имя? I would say both of these options basically means what is your name. Как тебя зовут? Как твое имя? And the short version, кто ты? Кто ты? Simply means who are you? Кто ты? Yeah, once again. Как тебя зовут? Как твое имя? Кто ты? Almost the same option with a little bit differences. It's used for the form вы. And then it will be как вас зовут. Have you recognized? I have written вас with big letter V because we want to show that we respect our partner. Как вас зовут? Or как ваше имя? Как ваше имя? Yeah, what is your name? Short version. Кто вы? Кто вы? Who are you? Как вас зовут? Как ваше имя? Кто вы? I should also notice or pay your attention to one fact. In Russian, we in general, I would say, very polite culture. And it's very important immediately to ask back, and how is your name? And you can do this using the following expression. For instance, someone asks you, как тебя зовут? You can ask then, а как тебя зовут? So basically using exactly the same phrase, just putting a at the beginning. It's kind of the connection, yeah? It's kind of, and what is your name? А как тебя зовут? Or we also like short forms, thereby we wouldn't ask the whole phrase. А как тебя зовут? We would ask just а как тебя? And зовут wouldn't use. А как тебя? Or а тебя? This is the most typical. So, как тебя зовут? А тебя? Or the same. Как твое имя? And we will ask а твое? Or you can ask а как твое имя? The same here. Кто ты? А ты? Or you can use а кто ты? The same here. Как вас зовут? We should ask, I would say immediately back. Как вас зовут? А как вас зовут? Again, we will use а как вас, or the shortest way, а вас. So someone asks you, как вас зовут? What is your name? And you ask back, а вас? If you see that the person is much older, or someone is working for government institutions, yeah, or whatever it is. Как ваше имя? А ваше? Кто вы? А вы? О, а кто вы? And the answers will be useful for both options ты and вы. And the first one, very typical. Меня зовут Екатерина. Or Maria. Let's use Maria, it's shorter. Меня зовут. Yeah, so in this case you put your name. I right now will write Мария. Меня зовут Мария. О, мое имя. You can use your name. I can use мое имя Валерия. Or I will write Мария. Or кто ты? Or the question кто вы? Short answer. Я. In my case, я Валерия. Or я Мария. Я Мария. As you can see, there is no verb here in between. Simply, it's like kind of person understands, yeah, so that you are, this is your name, you are. Yeah, so this be form or is or are is not used. Simply, I'm Мария. Я Мария. Меня зовут Мария. Мое имя Мария. Я Мария. That was it. Take a few minutes. If it's necessary, have a look at this video again. As I said, any questions, I will be happy to help. Пока-пока. In this video, we are going to learn how you can ask in Russian, how are you doing? And as usual, as you remember, there are two forms. Ты, which is more unofficial one for the friends and for the guys more or less your age, and вы, which is more official or for the people whom you see the first time or someone who has much higher position than you are. In this case, for both options, we can use three solutions, let's put it this way. The first one, как твои дела? Как твои дела? For вы salutation, we can use как ваши дела. Yeah? Just once again, here is the difference. Как твои дела? Как ваши дела? In most cases, it's written with a big letter V, because it's kind of showing the respect to the person whom you are asking. Yeah? Of course, when you're just talking, then как ваши дела? We pretty much like, to make the longest sentences much shorter, if it's possible. So pretty often you can hear everywhere как дела. So как твои дела? Как дела? And the same relates exactly to the official form вы. The same. Как дела? Pretty simple. So you see someone like, hey, привет, как дела? Or как твои дела? Как ваши дела? There is another option which is more, I would say, literal or old-fashioned, but sometimes you can hear that as well, especially I would say in St. Petersburg. Someone could ask you, как ты поживаешь? Как ты поживаешь? It's something like how your life is going on. Yeah? Как ты поживаешь? Now just remember this. Yeah, I highlighted this for you. Up to now, we will not go into details why this verb is exactly in this form. Now just remember. Как ты поживаешь? Or, for official form, как вы поживаете? So you see the difference. Ты, вы, and when we use ты, then it's поживаешь. When we use вы, then we use поживаете. So, once again, как ты поживаешь? How are you doing? How your life is going on? And the same true in official form. Как вы поживаете? And the shortest version ever. Как ты? Just как ты? Or как вы? This version you use, I would say, in case it's already someone you know for a long time, yeah? So it may be, as we said, the person of your own age or like your friend. You can just ask, как ты? And he will understand what you mean. That you mean like, how are you doing, dude? And the same for the official form, вы. Because you should take into consideration, вы, it is not only when you see the person the first time, yeah? It's, you can know this person for many years, but due to the fact that he is much older than you are, and it's kind of showing the respect, it will be every time version вы. And thereby, как вы, this phrase used for the person with whom you use вы, but whom you know for a long time already, yeah? So it's like less official communication. Yeah, so we are Russians. So up to now for this video, that was it. Just short summary. Ты, как твои дела? Or, как дела? Как ты поживаешь? Как ты? For the official version, вы. Как ваши дела? Or, как дела? Как вы поживаете? Or, как вы поживаете? Как вы? That's it. Take a few minutes. Also, there is PDF file below. If necessary, look at this video again. If you have any questions, just let me know. I would simply recommend to learn these phrases by heart because it's widely used across the whole Russia. And I hope to see you next video where we're gonna learn how you can answer to the question, how are you doing? Пока-пока!